Ladies and gentlemen, I've always opined on this platform many times that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. For those who have been following the politics of this country very closely and lately, there is the emergence of George Natembeya, which begs three questions. The first question is, who is sponsoring George Natembeya's activities in Trans Nzoia County or in the larger Luhya nation for that matter? And the second question is, why is George Natembeya being sponsored? What objectives is he expected to achieve? And the third question, which is also very important, is can George Natembeya succeed in achieving those objectives? So in this video, I want us to answer those three questions. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Because I know so many of you guys are watching the channel because you get the notification, but you are yet to subscribe. So please just do that. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let us answer the first question. Who is sponsoring George Natembeya's activities in Trans Nzoia County or in the larger Luhya nation?
Haya, wacha tufunge watu yangu. Wacha tufunge. Nikisema mnakata, si ndio? Haya, twende. Mambo ya njaa. Umaskini. Ukabila. Kodi Kenya. Wetangula.
We all know that George Natembeya is the governor for Trans Nzoia. He was elected on DAP party ticket. And why is his activities geared towards targeting Moses Wetangula and to some extent Musalia Mudavadi? And why is he talking as if he's talking on behalf or for the Luhya nation? Who is sponsoring him? Just before I reveal to you guys the name, watch and listen to George Natembeya closely.
Tangu tupate uhuru, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta alikuwa president wa Kenya miaka 15. Ninyi mnajua namna hiyo? Alikufia kwa ofisi. Mwai Kibaki marehemu akakuwa president miaka 10, si ndio? Yeye akakuwa 25. Uhuru Kenyatta akakuwa president miaka 10, ikakuwa 35. Jamii ya Kikuyu wamesema hiyo imewatosha. Hawataki mambo ya ulafi, hiyo imewatosha. Jamii ya Kalenjin Mzee Moi alikonga 24. Hiyo record hata tukiishi miaka mingapi haitawahi kunjwa. 24. Mheshimiwa Ruto hako saa hizi ndio? Mungu akimjalia aenda yake 10 atakuwa amegonga miaka 34 wa Kalenjin. Jamii mbili imegonga miaka 69 kama rais wa Kenya, si ndio? Waduya bwana. Kenya bwana. Hata kwa jeshi maji. Hata kwa jeshi komanda ya jeshi wakikuwa wamekuwa na Kibochi, wamekuwa na Karangi, majenerali Foster. Wakamba wamekuwa na Ndolo, wamekuwa na Mlinge, wamekuwa na Kianga. Si ndio? Wajalo wako naye zaidi anaitwa Ogola. Wasomali walikuwa na General Mahmud. Sisi mnajua hii maneno? Kule Coast kulikuwa na General Kibwana, kulikuwa na Mwadhele. Waluya bwana. Wapi haki bwana? Haki ya Mungu hata tu komanda yeye peke yake manakura bwana. Hata wanasema sisi makomanda ya security kweli? Wetangula huko anakuja kupigana kwa matanga. Wenzake nika yake wanaogelea kwa bahari. Yeye amekuja kwa fishbowl bwana. Sasa huko bwana hakuna matumaini huko mbele hakuna. Lazima tujipange za yema namna gani? Lazima tuko tayari. Tuko tayari. Mimi nimeshika chui mkia. Kwanza watu yangu ya Trans ambaye mko hapa. Tukitoka hapa enda nyumbani waangalie maisha yako. Kama maisha yako ni mazuri shukuru Mungu, si ndio? Kama ni mabaya omba Mwenyezi Mungu kwamba hii maisha mabaya fanya nini? Na umwambie Mungu going forward nitachagua viongozi wa siasa ambao ni wazuri. Ama namna gani?
In my view, the person sponsoring George Natembeya's activities is none other than President William Samoei Arap Ruto. You would ask, why would Ruto sponsor George Natembeya, who is in turn targeting Musalia Mudavadi and to larger extent Moses Masika Wetangula? The truth of the matter is that William Ruto is a shrewd politician. He understands the dynamics of politics. After forming Kenya Kwanza coalition, William Ruto then went ahead and appointed Cleophas Malala as the Secretary General of UDA party. Ruto did not stop there. He went further and appointed the Secretary General, the former Secretary General of ANC party. He appointed him to some government position, which means the guy resigned. And I think others also. So ANC party literally collapsed at that time. And the reason why William Ruto appointed Malala was simple. He wanted to convince Musalia Mudavadi that he was going to support him in 2027. Sorry, in 2032. He wanted to move the party closer to the Luhya nation. He also wanted to merge all these political parties into one. But who refused? Moses Masika Wetangula said no to any merger. And that is why William Ruto is trying to teach him political lessons through George Natembeya. And I want to assure you, Natembeya is definitely going to succeed. And I'm going to explain to you guys why he's going to succeed. Now, let us get back to why Ruto is keen on raising the profile of Natembeya. William Ruto is very serious on one thing. That he doesn't want any or the emergence of any kingpin. If you go to the mountain, Rigathi Gachagua is trying to become the kingpin there. What do you think is happening to Rigathi Gachagua? There is the emergence of Ndindi Nyoro to checkmate him. William Ruto does not want Rigathi Gachagua to become a kingpin. He wants to engage Mount Kenya just like that. In the coastal region, the same. Even someone like Amos, who most people had anticipated was going to rise to the level of kingship, of kingpinship in the coastal region, you can't hear him. So Ruto is keen on destroying Wetangula for two main reasons. Wetangula refused to form to merge his party to form a bigger UDA party, and also William Ruto is not keen on creating or allowing another kingpin to emerge. Wetangula had started campaigning to emerge as a kingpin. So instead of now doing that, Wetangula is now trying to fight fire, which is being ignited by none other than Natembeya. So I hope that answers that question, because last week I received a question from one of our subscribers who had asked me who is sponsoring Natembeya, and for him, he had thought that the person doing that was Uhuru Kenyatta, because Uhuru Kenyatta is trying to consolidate the Luhya nation. My answer, that person is not Uhuru Kenyatta. That person is William Samoei Arap Ruto. And the second question is, why is Ruto sponsoring Natembeya? The truth is, William Ruto is not interested in a united Luhya nation. Because a united Luhya nation, just like a united Kikuyu, is dangerous for William Ruto. He can't allow it. He just wants lawyers to be like this. You know, there's the Bukusu factor there, or there is the Bunyore, or something like that, or there's Natembeya there, you know, there is Bukusu somewhere, you know, then there is the ones, the traditional, the traditional support base of Raila Odinga, mahali hapo. That serves his politics. So he doesn't want a united Luhya nation. Number two, he's also keen on taming, particularly Moses Masika Wetangula. I want to ask you, assuming William Ruto will go to election and win re-election, and then we still assume that he's going to keep his promise and Weta is still going to serve as the speaker, do you think Ford Kenya will be still somewhere there in the picture after that? So he's taming them by raising the profile of Natembeya. But can Natembeya succeed in that mission? Before we get into all those, allow me to take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier. I'm so grateful because it goes a long way in supporting this channel. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, do you think George Natembeya can succeed on his mission of destroying Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi? My answer to that is yes. Why? Number one, messaging. George Natembeya's message is resonating so well with the Luhya nation. And that's why his events are being attended by a huge crowd. And if you listened and watched George Natembeya speaking, there's a way his messaging is coming out. He's posting a question, he's letting people to respond, then mshangao kiasi. So for me, I think if there's a politician who has mastered his people, it's Natembeya. So his messaging is resonating so well with the audience. And the Luhya nation is actually buying it. I was listening to a clip, actually the clip which I just played up there. George Natembeya is explaining to the Luhya nation that the first president of the Republic of Kenya was none other than Mzee Kenyatta, who ruled for 14 or 15 years. Then from there, Mwai Kibaki, another Kikuyu, took over, ruled for 10 years. Uhuru Kenyatta ruled for another 10 years. Then Moi came 24 years. And during the Moi period, that record of Moi, nobody can actually break it in the current circumstance. Then Ruto took over, and he was telling them even if Ruto were to take another 10 years, that would mean cumulatively Kikuyus and Kalenjins have ruled for over 60 years. And then he's asking the Luhya nation, what about the second largest? You see, those messages are getting into the people. Then he goes ahead and explains to them the people who have led our military. And he's concluding by giving them the latest, who is a Luo. But a lawyer has never. So his messaging is working. Give it to him. I doubt if Musalia Mudavadi can deliver such kind of a message. I doubt if Weta can deliver such kind of a message. Number two, the failure by Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula to project a national image is also working in favor of George Natembeya. The truth is, moving forward, and I'm even seeing that happening in the Luhya nation. Currently, there is a struggle to succeed Raila Odinga, especially in the Luhya nation here. But you find people like Opiyo Wandayi, Orengo, and the rest fighting that war in the Luhya nation. While Babu Wino was with Sifuna in Mukurweni the other day. Today, Babu Wino was in Narok. So, as much as these guys might convince the Luos why they should not vote Babu, why they should not support Babu or Joho, the truth is they are failing to carve that national image. That's exactly what is happening to Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula. They are coming out more as Luhya leaders. Wetangula is now even fighting in funerals in the Luhya nation. They speak of a national assembly. So it means he's being reduced, or they're being reduced to tribal leaders. Number three is the Luhya nation and their political future. the future of the Luhya nation. You see, you look at Mudavadi, his age, you look at Weta, his age, you look at Natembeya. After 10 years, the ones they are talking about, Natembeya will still be there very strong. And of course, the Luhya nation will sit and figure out who. That's why my prayer is that Edwin Sifuna should work hard to win his re-election as the Senate of Nairobi. Because I see a future of the Luhya nation in Edwin Sifuna. Something that Weta and Mudavadi have actually failed. And lastly, UDA politics. The William Ruto I know is going to force Weta and Mudavadi to fold their parties. That one I can predict. At the moment they'll fold their parties, that will be their end. And that will be the beginning of the rise of George Natembeya. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Yesterday, Babu Owino and Wamushomba convened a meeting where they announced the formation of a group which will be fighting for the rights of Kenyans. Watch that group very closely, and I'm coming with an analysis about it. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.